Opposition member demands answers for cell phone incident. Guy seeker expects small harvest. And government withdraws another $200 million US from NRF. I'm Enrico Beaufort, and this is Uncut News. To see news happening, send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. Gator Chanan Edmond, the Shadow Minister of Home Affairs, reiterated her call on the government to provide answers and send Home Affairs Ministry Permanent Secretary May Toussaint Jr. Thomas on leave pending an independent investigation. The opposition parliamentarian said that it has been 18 days since the first report of Thomas's phone being confiscated at the Miami International Airport in the United States. She added that while, in the initial days following the Starbuck News report, the government was trying to defend the indefensible, the nation is still no less wise on the issue. In other political news, the former APNU AFC administration is being investigated for allegations of misconduct related to the hiring of 89 temporary staff to work at the Ministry of Social Protection, who were instead deployed to perform political duties. The personnel officer and permanent secretary at the time claimed it was a policy decision to employ these individuals, but the former permanent secretary could not recall if the policy decision was given in writing or verbally. The timing of the employment following the passage of the no-confidence motion is also being questioned. In other political accountability-related news, the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament has found that $115.9 million has been unreconciled on the books of the Ghana Post Office Corporation for years, as flagged in the Auditor General's 2019 report. The Ministry of Social Protection has also opened a new account to balance the books, but the $115.9 million is still outstanding. Efforts to work with the post office have stalled, and the audit office will need assistance from the internal audit office of the Ministry of Finance to determine the true position in terms of who owes whom. In economic-related news, Blackwater shrimp production has increased by 44.6% to over $274 million in earnings, with 182,890 kilograms produced so far for the year. The government aims to produce 1.5 million kilograms annually by 2025 and plans to replicate the program in Region 5. The collaboration between the government and the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization has seen a study conducted to enhance shrimp production in Ghana and other Caribbean states. The ministry received 3 manuals to guide brackish water shrimp production in Ghana. Now for everybody's favorite failing industry, sugar. The Guyana Sugar Corporation may exceed its first crop target of 16,000 metric tons for 2023, which is actually one of the lowest in the last 5 years. Albion Estate is performing exceptionally well though, and if the goal is achieved, it will be the first time in 9 years. So at least that's the positive side of this. Keep your truck running smoothly this rainy season with high-quality parts from Powered Automotive. They stock parts from all the top brands, including Freightliner, DAF, International, and all models of Cummins engines. Visit them at Lot 491 EE Eccles, or call or WhatsApp them on telephone number 697-0171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana. Tired of waiting on hold, tracking down a delivery driver, or carrying cash for your food orders? GT Eat is here to make your life easier. Ghana's first cashless food ordering and delivery app. Choose from Georgetown's top restaurants, pay securely with your card, and get your food delivered right to your doorstep. With the convenience of being able to order from your phone and the added feature of tracking your order, GT Eats is the ultimate solution for all your food needs. Download the app on Apple and Android stores and start ordering the easy way today. Now for crime news. Businessman Junior Haley has been remanded to prison for the brutal murder of his wife, Kim Haley, at the Alpha Hotel in Ogle on the east coast of Demerara. Despite being separated, the couple met once a week to spend time together. But during their last meeting, an argument ensued, and Junior Haley stabbed his wife 13 times. He later surrendered to the police after offering a junkie $1,000 for a shirt to cover up the bloodstains. The Ghana Police Force is currently investigating a fatal car accident that resulted in the death of overseas-based Guyanese 32-year-old Krishnadat Lokan. Lokan lost control of his car and collided with a culvert, causing the vehicle to topple into a trench. Lokan was unconscious and pronounced dead at the hospital. 2 other male occupants were in the car at the time of the accident, and the investigation is ongoing. Today, 2 youths, aged 21 and 17, have been charged and remanded to prison for the murder of handyman Wafad Wahab. The 21-year-old's name was given as Ronaldo Warnock, but the teen's name cannot be legally disclosed. The victim was attacked and stabbed multiple times whilst intoxicated and left to die on the roadway. A motive for the crime is unknown. Police prosecutor Corporal Hemchan Sukna was involved in a disturbing incident over the weekend. This is the second time in 18 months that he has come under gunfire by an unknown person or persons. The latest attack took place whilst he was driving along the Rupert Craig Highway. Although he was not hit by a bullet, his minibus was, and he sustained minor injuries including lacerations to his left ankle from the shattered glass. The incident is currently being investigated. Now for today's oil update. The government withdrew another $200 million from the Natural Resources Fund in New York to finance national development priorities. Again, they're not being specific with said priorities. Nonetheless, bringing the total withdrawals for the year to $400 million. The NRF Act 2021 requires transparency and accountability in managing Ghana's natural resource wealth, and the finance minister is responsible for informing the public of payments and withdrawals. As of March 31st of this year, the fund holds $1.4 billion. Mother's Day is just around the corner, and there's no better way to show your love and appreciation than with a beautiful bouquet from Shanisha's Flowerland. Our dozen roses are only $16,000, and mixed bouquets start at just $3,000, so you can spoil your mom without breaking the bank. And the best part? We accept international orders, so you could be living in another country and still order your mom some flowers from us. Plus, buy one artificial arrangement and get the second one half off. And don't forget our special balloon bouquet starting at just $10,000. Follow us on Facebook to stay up to date on all our latest promotions and deals. Come visit us at the Movietown Mall in Georgetown or order online and make this Mother's Day unforgettable. Robbery season might be over, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home or business with Sheriff Security. Sheriff Security has well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. They speed even got drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest, now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today. Now for our Uncut News Viewer's Poll question of the day. Every day we pose the question of current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you fear it least was. Last night I asked, what are some other cash crops we should consider investing in? But before we get to that, I'm proud to announce our latest addition to the Noble Army, Richard Singh, who is supporting us at the reporter level, the highest level of monthly support we've received so far. So thank you, Richard Singh. And also a special thank you to David Griffith, Dion Nascimento, Project Zero, and Dimitri V. I appreciate you all. And if you're watching at home and you'd like to support our movement, just hit the link in the video description. This boy had an unrelated answer, actually talking about the Linden-Tuzike Highway, suggesting that the highway should be reconstructed altogether and made into a 4-lane and widened to actually, to international standards so we can actually have a proper road all the way through, which I agreed to. But back to the question. Davi Samaru says hemp. Invest in hemp, not its relative. No, seriously though. It's a multi-billion-dollar global industry. The plant has over 50,000 different uses, including hempcrete, which is fire-resistant, about as strong as the typical concrete, and is better for the environment, and around the same cost. Plus, we live in a climate where we can at least have 2 to 4 harvest cycles a year for hemp. We are missing out on that cash cow. Joel Gullian says, why can't our government invest in improvements in agriculture from the loans they receive from the IDB? I don't know, probably because it's not as profitable to the outside investors as oil and tourism is. Just saying. And finally, Dimitri V says invest in strawberries, hemp, microgreens, and lavender. I agree with all of these suggestions. Now for tonight's question. With local government elections just a little over a month away, how are you feeling about the election so far? I want you to think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. Anyway, that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Rico Bulford saying good night, folks.